This is Gaura lindheimeri, and it's a beautiful perennial. Gets about, I don't know, 3 to 4 feet tall, and really known for its wispy texture and habit. You can see that these stems are very, very thin, and because they move in the wind. Very elegant perennial. Heavy blooming, blooms from about April all the way till there's frost, typically October, November in our area. We're in a hot inland valley in Northern California. So likes full sun. This is in morning shade in this particular situation, but likes full sun, will be fuller and bloom more heavily when it's in a lot of sun. And the size of these is typically about 3 to 4 feet wide and tall. Now that said, this plant goes to seed. It kind of seems to do a combination of going to seed and having little runners underneath from my experience. I grew this and it took over a whole area. And if you look at this is a good example. Do you see these smaller plants down here? Those are from seed. And so that's a really good example of what you need to be aware of, is if you don't deadhead this and this starts dropping seeds, it can take over an area. But I've also seen it contained in areas just fine, and I don't recommend you avoid it because of that particular thing, unless you just don't want to take care of it. But if you come in late summer and deadhead this or cut it back, then you really shouldn't have so much of this issue. I've seen people contain this without any real problems. And great in a perennial garden and also a windy type area. You can see this moving around. It's not even that windy, but it just has a really elegant effect in breezy areas. So there is also a pink variety of this that's it's a little shorter, more compact, and not quite as vigorous. I really enjoy the white one myself. I've kind of had mixed results with the pink one. It doesn't seem quite as hardy. That could be my experience, but this white variety is just really easy to grow. And the deer leave this alone. In my experience, it's not 100%, but I've seen this used in deer areas and they've left it alone. And also it just doesn't need any real care. If you like a tidy look, this probably isn't the plant for you, but if you like a nice perennial garden Englishy type of thing, then I think this fits in nicely with that feel. And also it's fairly low water. Once it's established, it doesn't need a lot. It does prefer a little, I'd say, regular water, but doesn't demand that. And that's what I can tell you about Gaura lindheimeri. Let's take a closer look at these flowers. They're really beautiful. Kind of star-shaped.